Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee and Soul with Lauren Day Soul. I am Lauren Day Soul. I am a spiritual practitioner. I am a medium. I am a writer and numbers lady. And today is another playing card divination. And so I did a bit of divining before I started to see what I want to talk about today. I'm not going to lie, I keep wanting to talk about like love and finding love and people who are in love and like that kind of thing. And the reality is, I have ancestors who are very much about like, get your money, get your bag. And they, every time you ask them about love, they're like, but your bag though. And I'm not mad at it at all. But they was like, nah, not today. Let's talk about something else. So today's divination is going to be on starting creative projects and creative pursuits and things. And so my divinations are for the season or 90 days from today. Today is January 24th, 2024. So winter-ish 2024 is his divination. And so it's for folks who are starting creative pursuits. And it doesn't have to be business. Like if you just want to start learning a new skill or a new hobby or something piques your interest, if you have this painting you've been wanting to do for a long time, if you're like me and you're a writer, pursuing your creative interests, allowing your creativity, your soul to flow into some kind of tangible medium to share with the world. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. So first we're gonna talk about like, let's start for those who are starting, and then we'll do a poll for those who are in the midst of it. Let's do that. So if you're starting a creative pursuit, why y'all like this? So one thing they did say was, which it's on brand for divination or my spirit, divination with my spirits. Don't go out and buy nothing. You don't have to. Go ahead and utilize the things that you already have. And so maybe it's not even, they're saying for a lot of people, it might not even be the time to go and start a new project, but more so go back to that creative thing that you let go of and start there instead of staying in this habit of continuing to start new projects and going out to buy new things for new projects. And now you got this slew of like just unfinished projects everywhere. They're like, don't do that. That's a cycle. Go ahead and give love to things that you have already started creating, or there are already things around you that you can go ahead and build from, as opposed to having to really, really start from scratch with your creative pursuit. So maybe it's you were already writing and you stopped writing, or you were already painting something, you stopped painting, or maybe you were I don't know, into like sewing, and then you decide, I'm going to stop that and do painting instead. Maybe it's time to go back to sewing. And so that's that on that. Return to like where you were is the message, which is interesting. Which is, I mean, it is winter, and so winter isn't really a time for newness per se. I don't know if I always vibe with having to do everything by the season. Like some things is cool, but like not so rigid that we are, kind of stoic about it. But right now they're saying, go back and revisit some things that you already were. So let's talk about, since we're not apparently starting new projects, let's go back and talk about the things that you've already started. Well, let's start with the things that you let go of. Let's start there, since they want to call that out. Yeah, we know we didn't finish. So what I'm getting is like, and I'm guilty of this too, but what I'm getting is that this is a place in the process for you to be able to grow. And part of the process is like getting to that wall. So whatever wall that you hit that makes you put the project down, let's get through it and actually finish this time. Because that wall is what's going to change you and kind of give you that extra say extra experience, but extra that you need, or that stamina, there you go, the stamina that you need to continue forward and create more projects. So instead of hitting that wall, pivoting and doing something new, let's go through the wall this time. Okay? Yeah, going through the wall. And that'll be good for you in your development. And not just like personal development, but maybe even possibly financial development. And so allowing ourselves to go through the wall this time instead of stopping and then just doing something else, right? Let's pick something we've already done and then let's get through it. So that's that. Let's go on to people who are in the midst of a creative project, okay? This is gonna be a quick poll too. Mostly because I don't have a whole lot of space right here. I did not do my setup to give myself so much space. Not today, I didn't. All right, so we're in the midst of a creative project. All right, now this is a place they're like, yes, you're in the midst of it. Now you can invest here. Like you're in the midst of it. This isn't something new. Yes, we can do some things here. We can put some resources here. It's just all positive. So if you are in the midst of a creative project, keep going, keep investing in it, investing not just like money, but investing your time and investing yourself in it. It's creative, like creative projects are a place for you to invest, like, I don't want to say all of you. For some people's process, that can be true, but like invest that like deepness into it. And so allow it to go as rich as you want it to go and richer still. Um, and so, yeah, just good things here. And I even see some good opportunities here. But I see good. It's just good. And so it's work that you should be doing. Continue to do that. That work is good. It's sustaining you. And you have momentum. Like I'm seeing momentum. And it's a beautiful momentum. Because not just like a hard stoic, like I'm going to keep going, like little engine that could kind of like momentum, but like momentum that feeds itself of like, I'm inspired, so I do. I'm even more inspired and I do more. It's that kind of momentum, and stay in that beautiful place. Let's see what else. So we have people who shouldn't start nothing new. We went through hitting the wall. We went through people who are in the midst of something so beautiful. What about people who are thinking about ending a project? So you've done the project and now you're ready to like tie up those ends. What does that look like? It just looks like success. Like this might just be a time of creativity for a lot of people. Like this is an energy that's good for creativity, whatever's going on in the world. I do not proclaim to be an astrology person. I am not. I know a little bit about what I see from what other astrologers post. So I won't ever say too much about astrology, just the pieces that I pick up and make sense. But whatever's happening with the planets, with the moon, I think a full moon is tomorrow. But whatever's happening, it's like whatever creative pursuits you already have, whatever seeds you have sown, it's looking like success on the creative front. Remember, this is creative projects. And so I'm not reading for business right now. I did some business readings earlier, and so that answer was a little different. But for creative things, creative projects, it's just looking like success. So how do we sustain ourselves in our projects? Don't be so rigid. So when you're like in the midst of a creative idea and you have like billions of ideas just like floating around and you're like, okay, I just gotta choose one. Maybe this isn't the time to choose one. Maybe it's the time to allow yourself to be a bit more free here and don't be so caged in your ideas. And that can be hard because when you got a million and one like ways to go, it can take a lot of energy. And so But this is a time to like allow yourself to explore maybe a little bit more than you typically would. So give yourself some options. You can choose, what you want to do. Give yourself like some space to kind of look back and say, okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? Just explore things for the route, just to enjoy it and learn something there. Like this is really a deep kind of like explorative phase. So I said this is gonna be quick. How many minutes we got on here? Oh, we moving by. All right, so let's talk about maybe creative partnerships. That's a good one. It's over here. It's still success, y'all. It's looking like harmony. Like it's looking like ugh, blah, blah, blah. It looks good. Like it looks good. It looks grounded. It looks balanced. It looks harmonious. It looks in all the ways. So even with like creative partnerships, like it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. And being able to create even more and go even further with people. This is such a great reading. Um, well, is there any homework? I mean, I guess the homework gets to do the work, right? But let's just check. Don't forget to review. So don't forget to take a step back and kind of review your work. So sometimes when we're so in it and so focused, we just keep going, 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 going. But give yourself some checkpoints to like take a moment, take a step back, and just like look at what you've done. So keep that sight, and that's going to help you really stay focused on the big picture to make sure you're still in alignment with where you need to be. Yeah. I feel like this was the most positive reading that I think I've done so far. And yeah, so I hope this has helped you in some kind of way. Again, I'm going to try and post more regularly. I haven't so much, but if you have not, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification icon to make sure you are alerted whenever I post. Trying to see if there's anything else I should say about this. I guess you can follow me on Twitter if you're feeling so inclined. At Lauren Day Soul, just the name. Pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't post a whole lot of things on Twitter. I'm also reshare, but I'm there as well. And so yeah, again, I hope this helped you. It was I hope it was inspiring for you. Like if you were on the fence about like doing your creative pursuits or something, I hope this inspired you to go forward. I hope it inspired you to go past that wall. I hope it always inspires you to go past that wall. But yeah, this has been good. All right. Be well.